Hello everyone, I am here with another game to show you how to play. This has been one that has been kind of taking over the house recently. I taught my 13 and 10-year-old boys the other day how to play, and so it's kind of gotten us back into it. This one is called Dutch Blitz. There's an affiliate link to Amazon in the description of this video if you want to check it out. We're going to dive right into it. I don't have the case for the game anymore because a long time ago, like a few months ago, we got rid of all of our card game cases, and I keep all of my card games now in photo boxes, and I love it. Okay, so here is how you play Dutch Blitz. When you get the regular pack of cards, you will have 4 designed cards. So yellow, and then there's a blue pack. There's yellow, blue, there's red, and there's green. If you want to play with more than 4 people, you're going to need to get the expansion pack, which uses the same 4 colors but puts a different design on the card. Every person's design, so this green pack has 40 cards, and they're the exact same cards. So everyone has the same deck in front of them. To play the game, you shuffle your own deck well, and then you're going to lay out your cards to kind of get the game started. I'm going to use the red to do this because I already pre-counted. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to count 10 cards in a smaller stack. This is called your Blitz pile. If you've ever played Skippo, it's kind of like the Skippo pile. Your goal in the game is to use up these 10 cards before anyone else uses up their Blitz pile. When your Blitz pile is finished, you yell Blitz and the game is over, and you tally up points. So this is a very important pile. First thing you're gonna do, you're gonna count out 10 cards and you're gonna lay them face up as your Blitz pile. So everybody can see it, you can see it at all times. The next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna flip over 3 cards. These are called your, I don't want to use the wrong terms, the post piles. In Skippo, you kind of have a discard. This is a little bit like that. You have your 3 post piles. If you're only playing with 2 players, the only difference between the instructions I'm going to give and a 2-player game is you would have 5 post piles. So I have my Blitz pile and my 3 post piles. And what I hold in my hand is the rest of my cards. And as I use these, I'm going to lay them in what's called a wood pile. Okay? Blitz pile, post piles, wood pile. Basically what happens is when it's time to go, I'm going to go ahead and deal out my other, I'm not going to count 10. We're going to pretend this is 10 for someone else playing. Let's pull them into the screen. Ooh, it gets a little close to my cards. So I'm going to go a little this way. Okay. When it's time to go, anybody who has a 1 can play it out in the center. Okay? So right away, anyone with a 1 can play it out in the center. You do not take turns in this game. So when you say go, anybody with a 1 can put it out there and can continue play. So what's happening is all the piles that are being created out here, I'm going to pretend there were more 1s. Let's find, there's 1. Okay, let's say 2 were thrown out there. The piles being created out here are counting up. They're going to be ascending piles. So you're throwing out a 1, and then anybody who has a 2 that matches in color can then throw out the 2, and then the 3, and the 4, and it goes all the way up to 10. This is all happening at the same time. So you got to be the fastest. So if I have a blue 2 and they have a blue 2, whoever gets their blue 2 out here on this blue 1 first gets to leave it there. Okay, so that's going on. What's going on in your individual piles is you noticed I grabbed a card from my post piles. I can then replace it with a card from my Blitz pile. And remember, this is the pile I'm trying to get rid of. So I'm going to replace it, and I now have 4 cards I could be throwing out here. But see, this isn't all. In your hand, you have what's going to create your wood pile. And the way this works is at any point in the game, you deal yourself 3 cards, and you flip them over. And you can play the top card showing, this green 7. Obviously, there's nothing I can do with it right now unless I get a 2. So I keep dealing myself 3 cards as fast as I can until I get something that I can use. which right now is not happening. But everybody playing the game would be doing this. So look at that. I got a yellow 1 right here. So I could take this yellow 1 and play it out in the center. And the person across the table has a yellow 2. So they're going to slam it down there. And this, no one's taking turns. They also have a yellow 3 in their post pile. So they're going to put it out here. So now the piles out in the center are growing in ascending order, and you keep going. You keep flipping over 3 at a time, and you can only use the one showing on the top. As soon as you use the one showing on the top, if you play it, then you can use the one underneath. And then you flip, oh, yellow 2, but here's the problem. Somebody already put that. You can have an infinite number of piles going out in the center. So every time somebody gets a 1, they can play it. There's no limit to the number of piles in the center, okay? That is the basics. Once you have gone all the way through your wood pile, you pick it up as is, and you do not shuffle it, and you just flip 3 cards again. Yes, that means if you didn't play anything, you're gonna see the same cards again. That's the point. But since some things were played out here, it's gonna mean that different ones could be played from your hand. So this is your wood pile, and it's kind of the cards that keep revolving. Oh, there was that yellow 3, but somebody had already played it. I can't play the yellow 3. Okay, let's talk about other ways you can move cards around. So here in my post piles, let's see if I can get this in a little closer for you. Ooh, okay, I'll just hold up the cards. You can see there's either a little Pennsylvania Dutch girl or a little Pennsylvania Dutch boy on either card. So every card has either has a number, a color, and either a boy or a girl on the card. In your post pile, if you want, sorry, I'm zooming back out, but I think it's good where it is, to lay a card on top of each other. These cards you can build, you can stack them in descending order. So out in the center, everyone's playing in ascending order. The post piles you can do in descending order. Hi, Audrey. So you'll notice that I have a 5, and these do not have to match in color. They just have to go descending, and they have to alternate boy and girl. So I can put this green 4 on this orange 5 because they alternate boy and girl, and they are descending in number, which frees up a space out here so I can take a card off my blitz pile and continue playing. So it's one way that you can keep getting more cards revealed, and you can get rid of the cards in your blitz pile. Remember, the entire point of this game is to get rid of the cards in the blitz pile. So you want to get rid of these. Now, you don't want to stack too much on your post pile, because the problem is now I'm limited. I can only play this green 4. I cannot play the orange 5 that I put it on top of until the green 4 has been played. Now, you'll notice I have a 5 and a 6 in my post pile, but I can't stack this on top of this one. Why can't I stack it? It's descending. Color doesn't have to match. This is a boy and this is a boy. You have to alternate boy and girl. So I could not stack these and then flip over another one. So my only option here is to keep going through my wood pile. Somebody just said this is our favorite game. It is, it's so much fun. It sounds really confusing when you're explaining it, but if you just dive in and start playing, you will figure it out. You really will. Okay, the only thing, the other rule that I would want to add here, oh, I got to a 2 in yellow, is let's say you get to a point, this happens in a game, where everyone is going through the, they keep flipping and everyone's like, we're at a standstill. Nobody has anything they can play. There is a way to deal with that. Everyone has to agree. Yes, nobody can do anything. We usually make everyone go through their wood pile, a second time just to double check we didn't miss anything. If nobody can stack, nobody can move anything, you take, I think it's a top card, and you put it on the bottom. And now every third card is a different one you're gonna flip over. So now when I flip over, I'm gonna see new cards that hadn't been revealed last time. Look at that green 2. So now I can put the green 2 out here. And remember, all of this is happening at once. Every player is flipping over their wood pile, is throwing out the cards they can play all at the same time. There's no taking turns in this game. Oh, here's a green 3 that just came up. So I could throw it out there. course, my goal, unfortunately, on my blitz pile, I have a 10. So it's going to take a while to build up the piles. But you always want to kind of be keeping an eye on what's going on so you can play that 10. Okay, let's say the game ends and I played all those cards. You know, I'm just kind of like pretending here a little bit. These are the cards that were played, and I got down to the end and I yell blitz, because as soon as I throw out my last blitz card, I yell blitz. Everybody gathers their wood pile and their post piles and puts them aside. Then they look at their blitz pile. Now, if I just won, I don't have anything in my blitz pile, but the person I'm playing with, they still had 4 cards left in their blitz pile. This is how you score. So anything you had left in your blitz pile, each card you had left counts -2 points against you. So this would be -8 points against the person playing with yellow. As the winner who yelled blitz, I would have 0. But then what you do is you gather all the cards that have been used in the center. And the one thing you guys didn't get to see me do is when it reaches 10, usually somebody removes the pile and just lays it to the side. But it's really important to keep all the cards that were played during the game separately, because then what you do is you sort them back out. See, all the colors are mixed in here now at the end of the game because everybody was out here throwing cards. You sort them back out according to the player cards, the colors. So I'll do a little sorting here. I won't sort them all, but you'll get the point. So these are all the cards that were played out in the center during the game. And then everybody gets theirs. So yellow, who has -8 points because of the 4 that were left in their blitz pile, now counts up how many cards they actually played during the game. And these are all worth +1 for the yellow person. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 8. So they would end up with a score of 0. Now, if they had played 20 out there, they would do 20 minus 8, and they would have a score of 12. Me, as the winner who yelled blitz, I would take all my cards. I have no negatives against me because I was the one who used the blitz pile first. And I would count these up, and they would all still be worth +1 for me. It's just I have nothing to subtract. So I would get the full +12. This is 12 cards. It is possible to be the person who yells blitz and to play your last card and still not get the most points, because somebody else may have been playing tons of things from their wood pile and their post piles, but didn't finish their blitz pile first. And for some reason, you just got really lucky and a lot of your blitz pile could be played. So it does happen. It doesn't happen often. So that is how you play Dutch Blitz. I know it sounds a little confusing, but hopefully if you have the game, this will get you started and help you understand the directions. Because the first time through, I was kind of like, what? I don't get it. But everybody starts at the same time. 3 post piles, the 10 card blitz pile, the wood pile in your hand. That was kind of hard to understand. You just take 3 off the top, flip them over, and it's the top card that you play. And you just keep doing that. And then after you've done them all, you pick it up, do not shuffle, and do it again. And you just keep going as fast as you can. All right, you're welcome, guys. It'll be fun to have like a new game during quarantine. So that's why I think we've been going through all of our games right now. So good luck. Hope you enjoy. The link I provided, the affiliate link to Amazon, is for the regular pack and the expansion pack. But if you're only going to mainly play with 4 people, if there's 4 people in your family, you only need the 1 pack. We own both packs because there's 6 of us, and if we're ever playing with friends. I will also say it's often a game we play standing up so that everyone can be throwing cards out and reach the entire center of the table where lots of piles are going. All right, have a great evening, everyone.